bike here is the Reaper. I've been riding the hell out of it. Built it for my granddaughter Reese because it is different, but it is a lot of fun. And that's what life's all about, a lot of fun. Engine came out of a wrecked Harley, which was 113 Evo motor. And the foot pegs are 39 Ford. Piston rods, which you can see there's a bolt going through them, which is very rare on a piston rod. The front bullets came off an old 57 I used to have. These are 57 Chevy hood bullets. Camaro shocks, Chevy headlight, Hemi valve covers. This old distributor came out of an Anglia I had, and I still have, which I've had for 40 years. This is an implement chain off of like a John Deere John Deere combine, which I got up at Martin's up on 34. And got it together, and they were so damn heavy I didn't think I was going to be able to use them. But run some hard grade bolts through and they worked just fine.
Was it that rusted, or did you have to weld it?
I welded it. Oh yeah, you have to weld all of it. I welded every link.
How long did it take you just to build the handlebars?
Handlebars, probably about 4 nights.
Okay.
You know, when guys say, well, you know, how long it take you? I said, well, you know, I'd work during the day or whatever, and then you work on it in the evening for something to do. Well, you know, it's, as you go through life, a lot of things don't turn out like you thought they would.
Yeah.
And I lost my wife 25 years ago to cancer. Raised 2 boys and started building stuff. I said, you know, you can crawl into a bottle or you can smoke your life away or drugs or whatever. And I said, you know what, I'm going to go out and build some shit. So I did. And I built cars, trucks, motorcycles, a lot of time, a lot of money. But on the other hand, you know, I went to school with guys and I look at them now and they have nothing. And it breaks my heart. But you know what? I got a lot of junk, but I got a lot of junk I can enjoy. I raised 2 boys, Adam and Andy, and they're good young men. But, you know, everybody needs to do something with their life. And that's the bottom line with a lot of people I know. I look at and God, I wish I would have did this. Well, you know what? It's too late when you get to be in your 60s. Maybe not, but I do believe, because we get tired, we get worn out. You know, you go out in the garage and you piddle around, and then before you know it, you build something. But don't get me wrong, there was a lot of nights I went in and went, God, I screwed that up. And I threw away a lot of money. But in the end result, you have something to enjoy that other people, not exaggerating, what I enjoy about this bike is people will walk up and smile. And that's what it's all about in life is, you know, giving somebody else something to look at and think about and go, wow, I never seen anything like that. And I said, I haven't either.
Started this, did you see this bike in your vision, or did
I
it
had
come together?
I had seen other bikes a lot like this, yeah. And I kind of patterned a few things off, and then I went my own direction. Yeah. It's kind of like a hot rod. You'll see a hot rod, and then you go your own direction. Yeah. It is unique, and I've had a lot of stuff on. I don't know if you noticed this here. That's a flamethrower. It'll throw flames out about 2 feet. This came off an old bicycle from Boulder County that had laying around, and this is an old Nebraska license plate. There's North Carolina, another North Carolina, Nebraska on the side. This is when you know, an old Oklahoma farm truck, which you talk about farm truck on TV. But anyway, old aluminum pistons out of a Pontiac.
How about the back fender? What's that made from?
Back fender is just slices of metal that I've got, and I formed them and just welded them together. There's probably about 8 chunks of metal there. Found the old sign up by Platteville. old artillery box I keep tools and stuff in. Here's my oil can down there to put oil in for the motor. It has an auto clutch for a transmission, which you guys go, well, what's an auto clutch? Well, you can put it in gear and it'll sit there. As you wrap it up, away you go. Baseball glove was my first baseball glove back in about 1958, and it was used. You know, I used to throw the ball up on the bar and it'd come down. I don't see how in the hell you ever caught anything in it, but I did. And I played a lot of ball when I was a young kid. The clock here came out of the Trojan Theater, downtown Longmont here. I worked for movie theaters for years. The old oil can back here, it came out of the Starview Drive-In. These foot pegs came off an old piano bench that I'd run across years ago, and there was just 2 legs on it. Baby shoes, well, I think I wore those till about 3rd grade, but then I grew out of them. No, it's just, you know, there's things that you have during your life. But this is the most interesting. Guys say, well, where the heck did you get that whistle? Well, that was my junior high PE teacher's whistle. And he looked for it for a long time, but I had it. And I still got it.
Did you steal that from him? Did you steal that whistle?
No, I borrowed it from him. I'll give it back to him someday.
How about the paint color? Did you do this headlight?
Yeah, I started out with blue, went to red, and yellow.
Because it matches obviously the shocks. And
exactly, and just hit them with Scotch Brite and lacquer thinner, and you just kind of work them down, and then got it to where I wanted it, cleared it. But first time I did it, it didn't come out like that either. That's just, I've got a plasma cutter and cut that arm out, and I had the fingers up, and then I bent them over, and that's my rearview mirror. But
and what are the goggles? The little
these here,
are they just?
You know what? These came from an antique store that used to be on Main Street in Longmont, Paul's Antiques, back in the 70s. And I was going through some boxes and I found them and I said, you know what? I could wear them when I'm riding that. So I put them on and wear them around because they're just old. I mean, they're dang old like a lot of stuff I got. But, you know, it's like a lot of things in life. I tell people, I said, you know, we all get old and we all get tired. But you need to get out there and enjoy your family and friends instead of sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. So, that's what I do. Because it is different, but it is a lot of fun. And that's what life's all about, a lot of fun.
Welcome to this very special episode of TFL's Leaderboard Hot or Not. And as always, I have
Paul,
our expert race car driver. And today, Paul, it was exciting at the track because this was just an all-out cage match, right? We've got Mustang versus Camaro. How American does it get?
I know, you sent me an email saying, guess what I got this week?
Yeah.
And I was so excited. I'm like, yes, I can't wait to drive both of these cars. So.
And usually it's hard for us to get cars that compete directly, but these two compete.